We are at the heart of Estonia at the moment, in a small town called Paide, and it's one of the oldest towns in Estonia. It dates back to 1291. As you can see from my uniform, I am a member of Defense League, which is a voluntary organization which brings together people who are willing to sacrifice even their lives to protect others. My grandfather was deported twice. In 1941, he came back 4 years later and was again deported in 1949. And he also came back the second time. The fate wasn't very cruel on my family because I got my grandfather back. But there are thousands of families who lost their relatives, who lost their fathers, who lost their mothers, who lost their grandmothers. It makes me wonder, why on earth would somebody want to deport so many people who have done nothing? History tends to repeat itself, and although we are a small country, we've been through quite a lot in history. For 700 years, our countrymen, our nation has wanted freedom, and despite all the difficulties, we have never let this idea of an independent country, of a freedom, we've never let it go. Right now we are standing in this very specific place where for 7 years more than 400 people have gathered to walk for 20 kilometers in order to keep in mind the benefits and the heritage of Juhan Pitka. Juhan Pitka was most definitely one of the most important figures who was behind this miracle coming true that Estonia gained its independence in 1918. And why Pitka is so important for the people of Järva County is because he was born here. He played a key role in establishing Kaitseliit, Defense League. As a member of Defense League, I have to know the history of Estonia, especially the parts that come with war. If such man is born in my neighborhood, I have to know the very basic things, at least about him. In February, in each year, a bit over 400 people are willing to take this 20-kilometer trip from Jalksema to Peetri. If you ask me why do they do it, I seriously don't know. All I can see is the sheer satisfaction in their faces. After this 20-kilometer walk, which is pretty hard actually, I feel as if I was a better Estonian. And I'm quite convinced that the other hundreds are also feeling as if they were better persons, that they have given also something back to the community, to the society, to each other. So. There is another event that Defense League organizes, and it's a bicycle trip to a place where Pitka was killed in 1944 by the Soviet troops. Each year they take an oak tree from Paide and they plant it down. The whole idea behind this is that in 10, 20, 30, 50 years time we could say that the people of Järva County have planted an oak park in honor of Juhan Pitka. It probably shows how much the people of Järva County are willing to do to respect their heroes, to respect the great men who have been born and raised next to them on this very same soil.